This university is located in France, one of the countries in Europe. And as you know, if you study in Europe, you have free access to other Schengen countries, which is amazing. At this university, Sciences Po, there are two scholarships that you can apply to fund your postgraduate or undergraduate program. And that is why in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the two scholarships that you can apply to, what the selection criteria are, how to apply, and also show you how to filter for programs that are taught exclusively in English. As in France, English and French are the language that have mostly been spoken. Most people prefer to speak French though. So I'm going to quickly show you how to make your application to this university. First, let's check what programs are available. You can see if you go to Home, Prospective Student, and select the option for programs in English, here you can find the programs that are taught in English. And interestingly, half of the students in this university are international students from about 150 countries. So if you're in this university, you're not going to feel out of place. And for the undergraduate, for the bachelor program, most of the bachelor program, especially the one from the Europe, Asia, Europe, North America, and Middle East and Mediterranean programs, they are exclusively taught in English. There are other programs that are taught in French. So if you know how to speak French, then you can take advantage of that and apply to those ones. Also, you have the option to have a dual bachelor degree program. This means that you will be studying in two different universities, some parts a 2-year program in France and another 1 year abroad. For the master's program that are taught at Science Pole School of International at Science Pole University, there are these programs that you can apply to. So there are programs in international affairs, program in public affairs, programs in management and innovation. In law, there is a science program in law, there is for urban school and for research. Similarly, like the undergraduate program, you can apply for dual master program where you will do half and half, so like 1 year in France and 1 year abroad. So you have also under the same categories, the international affairs, the public affairs, management and innovation in the urban school. And if you find a program that you want to apply to, take your time to check the document that is required so that you make successful application. But because of the purpose of this video, it is to show you how to find the two scholarships that are available at this university. If you go to the menu option and click on admission and financial aid, select the one that says scholarship and financial aid because that's the one we want to focus on. It'll take you to the parts to the scholarship that is available for international students. If you're an European student, there are other scholarships that you can apply to, like for the cross scholarship is for European students or applicants. So we'll go to the part that says non-European student, and you can see that they have the Emil Botmil scholarship. And the Botmil scholarship is solely given to first-time applicants that are applying from outside the European Economic Area and that have demonstrated that they have academic excellence and fulfill the profile requirements. So we'll check what the requirements for this scholarship are. And this scholarship can take the form of a partial or full tuition fee waiver, and in some cases, an additional cost of living. And when I reviewed this university information, about 36% of the students are on financial aid. So why not take this opportunity to apply to this university? The second scholarship that you can apply to, apart from the Emil Botmil scholarship, is the Eiffel and Mastercard Foundation scholarship. First, let's check what the requirements are for the Emil Botmil scholarship. So the Emil Botmil scholarship here, it's named after the founder of the Science Pole, and this school was established in 1871 in order to welcome the very best international students from outside the European Union. And this Botmil scholarship, the eligibility for the Botmil scholarship are stated here. You can review it, but I'm going to rush you through it. To be eligible, you must first be a first-time applicant. So if you've studied in that school before or you've applied before, you might not get this scholarship. Secondly, you have to be a non-European student. It means you don't have dual citizenship. And also, you need to demonstrate that you also do not file tax in Europe. And what that means is that your parents are not working in, like, in African country, but they are paying tax in Europe because maybe they are working from home or they are working with an international organization. So if you are filing tax in Europe, you will not be eligible for this scholarship. And for those who have been admitted to undergraduate program or master program, you are not going to be eligible if you are a Swiss or Norwegian applicant, or you are a candidate that have dual citizenship, like I've mentioned, you are a student from Quebec. All this information that is listed here, you are not going to be eligible if you already have a PhD program or candidate for a 1 year master program. So if you are among the English taught master program, if any of them is a year program, then you're not going to be eligible for the scholarship. Also, for those that want to apply for dual degree, you will not be eligible if you apply for dual master bachelor degree for if you are making your application. If you're an exchange student, you will not be eligible. Normally, exchange students are around for a year, so it's also falls under the category of 1 year study. And if you are candidates applying by the French graduate admission procedure, you are not going to be eligible. So this means that if you are not eligible for the Emil Botsmith scholarship, then you might be eligible for the Eiffel scholarship or the MasterCard scholarship. So for them to make their selection, for the selection of candidates for the Emmy Botmy scholarship is solely based on merit and according to the type of profile sought for the program they are going to be applying for. If you're applying for a bachelor degree, there are 4 categories of the scholarship, and this different category you will get this amount. So if you are categorized in the first category, then you'll be getting more for your undergraduate program. If you do not validate your academic year, your scholarship will be lost. So it means that if you miss any of the semester or you do not perform well, then your scholarship will be revoked. For those that wants to apply for master degree, which is where most of my viewers, they are mostly people seeking to do a postgraduate program, you will be entitled to get a grant of 13,100 euros, which is for the 2 years of master program. So each year you will get 13,000, and this will cover part of your tuition for the 2 years of the master degree program. And in botany scholarship holders already at science pool, they will get a different amount, which is going to be determined at the time of their admission. So if you're already there, maybe you are in your second year of your study at sciences pool, then the university will determine how much you can get from this scholarship. Also, if you do not validate your academic year, maybe for one reason or the other, you are going to lose your scholarship. And how do you apply for this scholarship? In order for you to apply, there are different steps for the different type of studies. So if you're applying for an undergraduate program, please follow the instructions that is here. And if you're applying for the master degree program, you also have to follow the instruction that is here. One thing that is similar for both application is that you're going to apply directly to sciences poll, and then you have to indicate in your application to the bachelor or master program that you're applying for that you would like to be considered for the Emmy Boatmeal scholarship in the financial aid information, so you don't have to make separate application, which is fantastic. For those that are going to be thinking that they would love to be considered for this scholarship, which is why we are making this video, please note that the university or during the application process, they might ask you to provide the income tax for both of your parents or a pay slip so that they can decide and see if you are actually in need of the financial aid, so that they can then give the money to the scholarship to students that actually need this money. Do not worry if your parents are earning in Naira. You can convert this to the nearest equivalent in euros and then put this information in the application process. If you've applied for this scholarship before and you are trying to apply the second time, it's important that you know that you'll be wasting your time making a second application, because it's clearly stated on the website that if you've been refused the scholarship, then it is not possible for you to apply again, meaning whatever makes you not to be eligible the first time around will still make you not eligible in the second round. So do not make a second application. The deadline for this application is the 3rd of December. So you have from now till 3rd of December, which is about 6 weeks, to make your application. If you have information that is not clear or something, fill out this contact us form on the university page, and then they will reply to you to provide you clarity on whatever question you might have about your application. I always recommend reading the frequently asked questions so as to get more clarity in preparing your application. A rushed application might not be the best application, so please take your time to read the frequently asked question. Go through the university page. You have 6 weeks to apply, so why rush and make application? The second scholarship you can apply to is the Eiffel Scholarship, and this scholarship is awarded by the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs to candidates from emerging countries. So emerging countries are usually developing countries, or as some will call it, it's called the third world countries. Only God knows why they call them third world countries. Admitted to sciences pool and you've indicated that you would love to be considered for the financial aid for the Eiffel Scholarship, if you are eligible, the university will submit your application to the French ministry, and if your application, if their submission is successful, then you will get this scholarship. What are the eligibility for the Eiffel Scholarship? The Eiffel Scholarship, the candidates must be under 25 years. So what are the eligibility for the Eiffel Scholarship? The first eligibility is that the candidate must be under the age of 25, and also they must be applying for a 2-year master program. So if you have French nationality, you are not going to be considered for this scholarship. So those who are not eligible to apply for the Eiffel Scholarship are students that already enrolled at the sciences pole, or you've already received a scholarship from the French government, or you've previously applied for an Eiffel Scholarship and you were not successful in your application. Then there is no point making this application again. The amount that will be awarded for this scholarship is usually a monthly stipend of about 1,100 euros. So let's just call it a 1,200 euros living support. This scholarship for the Eiffel does not cover the tuition fee. So what I would do if I were you is that when I'm making my application, I will apply to both the Eiffel and the Emil Botmy scholarship, because that means if the Emil Botmy scholarship is able to provide me enough money for the tuition fee, then the Eiffel Scholarship can provide for my living expenses in France. The Eiffel Scholarship is awarded for the length of your period of study. So if you are making your application, it's similar. Remember that you will indicate that you would love to be considered for the scholarship, and then the university will submit your application to the French ministry for them to consider you. The document that you need for the application of for this scholarship includes your CV, your professional project, which are the projects that you apply, your thesis, which is what you did during your bachelor program. You need your academic transcript for all the years of your studies, so don't submit an incomplete transcript. You need your international ID card, and as well you need a language test if you're applying for a French program, and if you're applying for English program, you need to submit the English test. You can write the universities to ask if you've previously studied in English. If it is important, you write another English test. The university will provide you information about that. So for the Eiffel Scholarship, the deadline is the 29th of October, while for the Emil Botmy Scholarship, the deadline is the 6th of December. When you're ready to make your application, you can, from the admission and financial aid, go toward the end of the page and select the part that says how to apply, and this will give you the information. You need to sign up for information section if you want to get more information about the university. The procedure that is for you to make your application is the one for international procedures. Remember, you're an international applicant, and if you click on that, you can see that they've opened the application for the 2024 for the year 2024-2025 study, and then you'll get all the information that you need. It's best to check the information that you should know before you make your application. which are usually the eligibility criteria and selection criteria. Remember, we've spoken about the eligibility criteria, and then the selection criteria. The information is listed here. I will try to stop here so as not to make this video to be too long, but I hope that you're able to get either the IFL scholarship or the Emil Bosme scholarship. This university also, you can study here with the MasterCard scholarship. The MasterCard Foundation Scholarship programs is usually for students from Africa, and you can use this to go to study at Sciences Po. The deadline for the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship, I made one for the one to apply to Cambridge University in my previous video. So just read the information about the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship, and all the information that you know is here on the MasterCard Foundation website. And for the Sciences Po University, you can see that it's all the information also is listed here. And then you get a full tuition cover, a living expenses support in France throughout the period of your study at Sciences Po if you are shortlisted for the MasterCard scholarship. So you see there are 3 scholarships that you can apply to. I wish you all the best with your application. If you need any further support, please write to the university to get more information. And if you need any help from me, write in the comment section. If I'm less busy, I'll be happy to help you with your questions. And I wish you all the best. See you in my next video. Bye bye.